We all have one of those days where you think you're undetected, you drive right into an aggressive bush, and then bam bam bam, 3 shells instantly slap into your tank, and what was a full health medium tank is now down to 100 hit points in a tier 10 battle where everybody wants to kill you. You get a couple options. A is try and do the best you can, win this battle, and play really smart and consciously. Or option B, YOLO in, not care, blame your team, and end the battle. A lot of the times it seems that people lose all their HP and then just die, and they blame their entire team instead of actually trying to win the game. One of the mottos I always love to say is you are deadlier when you are low health than when you are full health. Now, why is that? Well, there's 2 reasons behind that. First of all, when you're low health, you tend to think smarter. When I get nuked at the beginning of a battle, which I'm going to show you in just a moment, I really try to think outside of the box on how I can maximize my tank and where it's going to work well, even though I don't have a lot of hit points left. How I can support my team, even though I might not be able to do much in the front line. As well, you're literally stronger because you have an ability called Adrenaline. When you drop below 15% of your health, you get a 7% reload boost, which is pretty big actually. That's like getting an extra gun rammer shoved on your vehicle. So if you're sitting in a tank like, let's say, an E50M, you'll get an extra 200 damage per minute with Adrenaline Rush on, which will give you a big edge over enemy opponents and might even give you the slightest edge to come out with the kill you might need to pick up. So let's get into a replay here of me playing in my Object 140. I'm on Canyon. Now, one of the big things that I hate about the 140 is the fact that it has no turret armor. Like, yeah, the turret can get bounces here and there, but for the most part, tank destroyers will absolutely destroy your hit points. And when it comes to 2 183s on the enemy team and a Foch 155, yeah, you can take a guess on what happens at the beginning of this battle. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, and starting off. Now, Canyon is not my favorite map in the game, especially if I'm not in a haul-down vehicle. If I was in an Object 907, yeah, it would be absolutely amazing, or a Kranvong, although that 907 seems like he had a bit of a skill issue there. We're going to push right up aggressive as fast as I can, see if we can get some spots out on the enemy team. So here we go, speed and power. What do we have? We got the 60 TP spotted, the Kranvong, and I'm just trying to think, okay, what do I want to do? Right now, my goal is to capture the base. I'm pretty hidden from the enemy team. I'm just hoping that nothing's going to pen me. Come on. Oh, we got penned right. Oh, what? Yeah. I just want to show you, by the way, where that shell actually penetrated me. It hit me on, like, the gun manlet. I've never, ever seen a shell like that hit me before. You can see where it hit. What a weird shot for a 183 hash shell. I have never seen that before, and to be honest, it's kind of BS that did pen me. But we lost 1,433 hit points, and because the Foch hit me, we're now down to 61 hit points right at the beginning of this battle, not even 40 seconds in. Now, a lot of players at this point are very angry and will most likely quit the game. I took a break, I paused for a second, I was trying to think, oh, this was angry. I was in platoon with Flossie here, and I was like, come on, you gotta be kidding me. I was quite angry, but at the same time, I knew that I was still alive, and because I am in a medium tank, I can use my DPM to my strength. You'll notice right at the bottom of my screen, my adrenaline skill is kicked on, so we've got an extra reload boost for my tank, and because I'm actually running Cali, it's basically like I get a free gun rammer while having great penetration. So I'm just staying back here. I was trying to figure out where that shell hit me there, but yeah, I'm just kind of chilling back here. We got the 5A off to the side. Right now, I have dealt 0 damage. That's not a lot when you think about it. In fact, it's about as useless as I could be. But there we go. My first shell penetrates. Quite a big low roll at 244, but at least we did get a penetration in. There you go. Another shot out. Another low roll. But we are penetrating shots onto the enemy team, which is obviously what you want. So I've already managed to deal 500 damage compared to if I had just YOLO'd in or stayed aggressive, I would have had 0 right now. Come on, am I going to be able to get another? Yes, 324 damage. Now we're sitting at 800. All right, not bad, not bad. Maybe we can pick up some more. I know that my camo rating in an Object 140 is okay. I won't be spotted by the Kranvong or the 60 TP until I shoot. So right now I'm just hoping if I can get a shell out. Come on, turn your turret and... Ooh, oh, it goes in between his turret bag there. That kind of sucks. Well, it's all good. We'll reload. We'll see if I can get another shell out in a moment here. I obviously know that I am detected, so I'm purposely staying behind this rock. And now that it's been about 9 seconds, I should be able to poke again. And actually, this is perfect. I can use this bush to cover myself. And uh-oh, is that the 60 TP? Well, looks like he's getting a weird bounce. But good news is Flossie has tracked him. And I'm going to get a shell into his track wheel as well, finishing him off and now sitting over 1,000 damage. But the Clanvong is trying to shoot Flossie, who is a one clip for his tank. Thankfully, he gets 2 bounces, but even if he didn't, now I'm here to save the day. There's 1 shell into the Clanvong. Let's go for a second shell into his vehicle. That adrenaline just gives me that reload I need to get a shell into that Clanvong's lower plate, and with that, we're at 1,700 damage, and as well, we have now finished off a tier 10 heavy. That's great, because Flossie would have actually died if I had not helped him there with my tank's DPM. So now we got the 183, we also got the Foch. I'm going to shoot an HE into the rear, get a max roll for 525. Yeah, that's got to hurt you again because of that massive reload boost I gained. I'm able to get another shell into the Foch 155, and now I'm going purposely for the track wheel of the FE2 5B183. I might not have my adrenaline back, but because I have a skill going on, I can still permatrack this guy. And again, this is where I'm talking about, where your tank is actually deadlier when you are low health. Sure, this battle started off terrible. This was probably one of the worst starts I've ever had in probably a year. But I was able to turn what was a 60 hit point pool into 3,500 damage. This game probably would have been a loss if I didn't do what I did in this game. And this clearly showcases why you should never, ever give up when you are low health. I cannot tell you how many times I have seen players that think, welp, I got shot, guess my battle's over, might as well screw myself and the team in the process. It doesn't matter if you're on Dead Rail, if you're on Mines, if you're on Castilla, whatever map it is, you should always think about the options you have laid in front of you. That was my fault for trying to capture the base. I probably should have known something bad was going to happen to me, even though the shots were really weird that actually ended up penetrating my tank. I did not expect that to happen. I was using a tank that quite easily gets, shot through the turret. I didn't expect to be hessed by a 183. I don't actually think I've seen that ever happen where that shell went. But the fact that I was still able to learn my lesson, I'm not going to do that again, I'll tell you that. I will never, ever try and capture that base again with a 140. But yeah, the idea behind it is, and I want everybody to take this home, is please do not throw away your game just because you've already thrown away part of your tank. It's not worth it, and it's just going to make somebody like me really frustrated when I see a full health tank throw all their HP away, and then instead of trying to actually play smart, stay a little bit further back with your low HP, you still stay aggressive. How many times have you seen that player that has thrown their HP away still think that they can get away with poking aggressive in the front line after they've bled like 8 times in a row? It's one of the most infuriating things to watch, but that's just how Blitz is. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and this may have helped you understand why I always try to say never ever surrender. But other than that, I should be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.